to the ring tonight. So please welcome firstly into the red corner, DRAPER. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent into the blue corner, Carl Blackie Chan PAIVIE. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our penultimate contest of the evening, and this is our co-main event here tonight. This is a title defense for the EBA British Light Middleweight Champion. This will be decided in 6 2-minute rounds, and has been sponsored by Graphics. Please welcome firstly the challenger, boxing out of the red corner, representing the Combat Sports Academy. He is the EBA Prize Fighting Champion. Across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, representing the Legends Boxing Academy. He is the current and defending EBA British Light Middleweight Champion, PAIVIE. The referee, Mr. Colin Payne. Thank you.
Well, crunch time here at EBA in the Civic Hall in Essex. Two very, very accomplished boxers on this show, and it's about time these two went head to head. The very talented Joe Draper comes to challenge a very improved and talented Carl PAIVIE. Has RIP Grandad written on the back of his shorts here. And a man who would be very proud to see where he's come, PAIVIE. I've watched this guy grow up in this sport as he's came, and he now has the skills to really, really do damage to anyone you put in front of him, I think. The man they call Blackie Chan, and he takes centre of the ring now against the very awkward southpaw of Joe Draper, who's come to try and take that strap away from PAIVIE. EBA British Light Middleweight title on the line. I'm Danny Kendrick in the commentary box. It's EBA here at the Civic Hall in Essex. Calm, collected approach to this fight from PAIVIE. Draper now moves PAIVIE back to the corner. Both guys just testing out each other's resolve in two situations very equally. Must admit, when I saw these two guys were going to come together at this level of fighting, I was very excited indeed, because I'm a big fan of both these fighters, let me tell you that. I think they're both very talented kids. Left hand finding its way to PAIVIE already from the southpaw. PAIVIE not moving off the ropes properly there, just marching him forward. I'd like to see him slip away from there, but be careful against the southpaw, not moving the wrong direction. Good head movement from PAIVIE. Long shots coming from Draper, who's Left hand again finds the target of PAIVIE. That's 4 or 5 times. The damage hands found its way through early in this fight. And PAIVIE knows he's in a fight now. He's done very, very well of late, Carl PAIVIE. Really has. I've watched him improve and think this guy has got all the attributes. And that's why he's current champion here at EBA. But Draper, we know, is very, very technical and strong. Very good left hands at the end there again. That goes down as a very good opening round for the challenger, Joe Draper. Atmosphere here, electric. Again, people standing chairs, everything. There's a well-behaved crowd here tonight. And they are all well up for this fight, as much as everyone is back home watching now. The staff and management here at EBA also. Getting told to move his head more, PAIVIE. Draper looks very calm and collected in the opposite end. But Draper took that first round for me. Don't forget, the commentator's scorecard counts for absolutely nothing in this game. And all the judges see a different fight, but I definitely think PAIVIE knows he's going to have to box hard and box clever to keep that strap wrapped around his waist at the end of this evening. Draper landing back to the ropes there. Draper very light-footed as well for a tall lad. And now laying that left hand again and causing PAIVIE real trouble. PAIVIE fighting well with his back to the ropes, and a good uppercut from PAIVIE in there as well. Again, good combination from Draper, whose punches come wide and long. PAIVIE needs to just duck his shoulders under and roll under those shots. Good right hand from PAIVIE. Now PAIVIE starts to get his damage hand working. He needs to land that right hand more. He needs to set it out with his left though. Draper's landing his left hand. PAIVIE is landing his jab only at the moment for me. There's another left hand from Draper. PAIVIE moving his head well, and a good left as well. Starting to find his range, PAIVIE, for me as well. And there he dives in and lands that right out. Spits a bit of blood out of his mouth though. Good left hand and right hand from PAIVIE. This is where he's starting to come alive. Two good shots there. He's starting to lay down on Draper, who's still calm and collected. Now starting to be the aggressor. He knows what's asked of him here, PAIVIE. Oh, got caught with the right hand there of Draper on the way out. But a much, much better round there from PAIVIE. Really was bringing this fight to a level where we all expected it to be. After round 2 and into round 3. Not a lot between these guys now. Punches are getting landed from both fighters now. Draper opened up very well in round 1, and that left hand was finding its way through. Now PAIVIE, especially towards the end of that second round, just started to find his range, get his right hand going. It's going to be a question of both characters. The composure's going to come into this fight a lot now as well. Who is going to crack first? Because they're both going to feel like they've done enough at the moment to be in this. So it's all going to be about mental capacity as well. EBA Boxing here at the Grey Civic Hall. PAIVIE really hungry now, starting to grow in confidence as well, which is good. Moving his head out of danger as well. Sometimes his right hand's a little bit low for me. He gets it up last second to just protect himself, but he's making it hard for Draper. Draper's not getting that range that he likes, that long range where he can punish people and use that height. PAIVIE's stepping under that right hand as he jabs it out. He's sometimes walking onto the left though, but it's what you have to do. He fights, he's a rangy fighter, Draper. Yeah, PAIVIE's, that's better. When PAIVIE sets up the right hand by going to the body with the left, he's getting a lot more work done. It's a lot more productive. Draper's gone into a bit of a shell now. Now he comes into the centre of the ring. Good left hand there from PAIVIE, and Draper knows he's got to up his product here. PAIVIE just growing into this fight nicely. Good right uppercut on the left uppercut rather on the inside there. Good head movement from PAIVIE as well, getting himself out of trouble there, but not throwing the puncher he needs to in there. There's things to work on all the time for every fighter in the world, believe me. And these two guys are very, very good. Turn and good shots laid by Draper as well on the pivot, but it's the end of the round. PAIVIE's grinding in this fight for me. Draper knows he's in there. Round 4, it could be PAIVIE that's up now. Judges will be watching what's going on here, but come to this backyard and take the belt off of the current reigning light middleweight champion, you are going to have to really lay it down in the rounds now for me. And Draper's corner will know that, the red corner. The gentleman, Joe Draper, Blackie Chan, Cole PAIVIE, head to head here on EBA. Left hand now starting to get to work again from Draper. Just started to lay off of it for a little bit, didn't he? In the last round, and now starting to work it again. PAIVIE a little bit stacked with his footwork at the moment, but his head movement and his movement with his upper body is very, very good. He swings himself around a lot, using the centre of gravity on his body, but then lands himself in trouble. He's got to step around his opponent. Draper swamping him beginning of this round. Just trying to score on the inside there, and a good response from PAIVIE. Good body shot. Good combination. Once he lets his hands go, PAIVIE, he's a dangerous fighter. Good to watch as well. Great shot again. Now moves down, ducks low, disguises, comes up with the right hand. It's a show from PAIVIE now. Draper's corner is starting to look quiet. PAIVIE, great left hook. Really took it to Draper there. Draper's punching back, but PAIVIE with a quality shot for me there. And now Draper lays PAIVIE back to the ropes and lands a couple of good punches himself. Just trying to bully him there. PAIVIE pushes him off, but Draper's not going to go too far. You have to move out the corner after you move someone like that. End of the round. Well, massively fired up there. Before he comes out in this round, PAIVIE. Draper, boxing mode, started to land that left hand again. And I'll tell you what, Draper is such a technically gifted fighter, but PAIVIE has really upped his game as this fight's gone on. He's really stepped through and let those hands go. It's a blood and guts victory if he does get it on this fight. Learned early that he can't just throw that right hand and land with a man of the quality of Draper, but setting his punches up well, PAIVIE, he's learned as this fight's gone on what he's got to do. Sting of the tail seems to have gone out of Draper now. He's punching away, but just that energy we've seen from him in the past, going at people, it doesn't seem to be there. Is that respect for PAIVIE? Because he's just landed a couple of good punches there, but he's not treading through them with intent. PAIVIE, good right hand again. Been a fantastic bout again. This really has been a grade A bout here. Good shot from Draper. Two very talented fighters here. Trained very hard for this, both of them. Worth the ticket money alone for these guys that have come here tonight. It really is. Pinned back into the corner now, and Draper's starting to get PAIVIE in positions where he wants him. It just doesn't seem to have the sting in the tail, like I said earlier, that we've seen in the past now. I don't know if he's hurting there or something has happened there, but PAIVIE comes in at the end of this round, and it's PAIVIE's fight to lose now for me. It's a very quiet red corner over there. Well, sixth and final round, you just heard it, and Draper needs a big round for me here. PAIVIE's lived up to it, he's lived up to the title he's got here. It's the hardest challenge he's had here at EBA for me. Gumshield comes out of Draper, who apologises straight away to get it back in. Runs back to his corner to get on with it as well. Really is the gentleman, Draper, he really is. He's a talented fighter as well. Very awkward southpaw, laid good punches there on PAIVIE. He's eager to get on with it, but at the moment he's struggling to actually pin him down. Draper's still stinging from range, and PAIVIE closing that gap all the time. Listen, any youngsters watching this bout as well want to learn about closing the gap on a rangy fighter like Draper. This is how you do it, but now Draper starts to lay him back himself. Again, Draper throwing those punches, but I don't think it's enough. I think he needs to get a count on PAIVIE now, I really do. It's a close one. The judges are going to see whatever fight they've seen. But that right hand has landed again from PAIVIE, and again, and a good left hook. It's a good ending as well. This has got to be PAIVIE's fight for me. Draper's come here, laid it down, but I know Draper has more in him than what we've seen here tonight, because I've seen it in the past. I think that's credit to PAIVIE. I think it really is. A good ending to this bout as well. Locks the arm there. The sting just isn't there from Draper. He's setting up PAIVIE well. It's an intelligent performance, but he needs to get that left hand going through and treading through it as well. End of a really, really fantastic bout. I'll tell you what, great bout for both these fighters. Really, really good. And it's going to go down to the judges' scorecards, and it is a tight one, believe me. Both guys matched very, very well. I know where my money's going, but this one goes down to the judges' scorecards. Has Draper done enough to take a strap off the current champion? Has the current champion laid it down? The story is here on the judges' scorecards here at EBA.
One of our main sponsors here at the EBA, and Danny Fisher is going to present the championship belt. We're just waiting for the judges to see, but once again, legend and one absolute war inside the ring. Boxers, please, to the centre of the ring. Boxers, please. Carl, Joe, will you ready, guys, this side? Yes, please, mate, do that. Do the other side, and bring Joe this side, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please, one more time, raise the roof here for both these warriors inside the ring. After 6 hard-fought rounds, we do have a majority decision. And that decision goes in favour of the red corner and new EBA British Light Middleweight Champion, DRAPER. First of all, Joe, coming up and taking his strap away from him here tonight. Very, very close. Was you 100% you won that at the end of that bout?
To be honest, coming out to boxing, great guys and stuff, the rules but I think, to be honest, I was probably going to help him on him, so I thought with a few more shots. I probably did, but I didn't feel like I probably did many shots. I kept the touch, keep hands up, so obviously I was, but just a great fight, to be fair. Hey, it was some good shots, and I thought I was going to hurt him. He did check coming forward. Second, third, fourth and fifth, I'm thinking he should be stopping by now, but he didn't really know what he was.
He's got a tank on him, this boy, he really has.
Come here, my friend.
Very, very close bout. Just said with your opponent, and he was just taking your strap away from you here. I know what's going to be said. Hey, you've got to get this on again, I think, my friend. Are you going to give this boy another chance at this strap, or are we moving on?
Is everyone want a rematch? Maybe. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to start charging Joe DRAPER for the belts he's taking off in a minute.
We'll
say you're new champion here, my friend. Massive congratulations, you really deserved it. I feel like, I feel we've been here all sort of night, I told you honest. I feel like I just was stuck in fourth gear. You can't get out of fourth gear into fifth and catching with 2 shots. I'm still catching around the sides, around the middle, with some good shots, but I thought he was that last one today. Thank you. Really well done.
Well, this one's called the Gentleman. I'll tell you what, 2 gentlemen in the ring, they really are here. 2 top professional standard fighters here in their attitude and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to see it happen again.